Lounge. I'm Gary.
I'm Dorrie, just Dorrie.
Oh, we just had a major electronic abortion and we lost an episode, but it was also an episode that was an interview with our good friend Kevin Goatee from New York. He was so nice to call us on a Friday night, and
it's like 9:30 there.
We had a delightful chat. Oh yeah, exactly. So we can't exactly call him back.
No.
But our computer, which has been known to fucking eat episodes, but it's been a while, it ate another one.
It shows tonight when we had Kevin, when he was going to pimp his show, Watching Comics, which you should watch on the Amazons.
Absolutely. It's a 101 for the interested in comedy. So if any of you out there are looking to be a stand-up or at least stretch your legs in that way, watch yourselves a little Watching Comics on Amazon. It's free for the first 4 seasons.
He also does the Fantasy Football Jibber Jabber, which is on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. Yeah. So look for that. We're going to try and get him back.
Yep.
I don't blame him if he tells us to fuck off.
He may just. God damn it.
He's a sweet man, though.
He is. We had a real nice chat, and
it's very sweet.
I stole a page from the Daily Zeitgeist podcast and asked him for an underrated, which he said was his show, but digressed. An overrated.
He said it was hacky, though.
Yeah, it did. An overrated, he said Seinfeld, which, yeah, pretty much. And
that's funny.
A myth, which is something that he knows to be true or he knows to be false when other people believe is true. And he said religion, which,
a la Ricky Gervais.
We're all kind of there, exactly. So anyway, moving right along. Here we are. We're liquored up. We're fed. We're in a full episode.
We're
believe
eating
it or not.
tiny tacos.
Yes. And Dorrie was just recounting to me the time that she watched the kids here at the house and had to go through the rigmarole of moving from bed to couch to couch to bed.
Yeah. Because I one time, Gary and Mrs. E let me know that they paid some friggin' house sitter to watch their house. I'm like, what the fuck? Don't do that when you have friends. Don't do that, right?
And we'll never do it again.
No, that's not true. I just will be prepared never to sleep.
Yeah.
So I get here, I'm like, whatever, and she force feeds me $20. I tried to hide it back, but it didn't happen. Anyway, so they have Louise the Labrador, and was it Maggie? No,
Millie.
Millie the cat. Okay.
The angry, horrible cat.
Why is it that everyone I know has an angry, horrible cat? What is the point of having an animal in your home?
Oh, our mutual friend Lee has an angry, horrible cat named Millie also.
Why do people perpetually get cats? Why? They're just awful.
They're good chew toys for the dog. That's really
that's true.
Why
they're fun to watch on YouTube because they're not mine.
Right. Yeah.
Or they got the ones who are super mellow.
There's a nice paywall there.
Yeah.
So the thing that I was going to relate in that your part of the story was the setting up and the taking down of the machine that allows you to breathe.
I have an apnea machine. I know that's super sexy,
well,
guys.
I'm trying to join the sexy train because I just had a sleep study.
No, you didn't. You didn't tell me that.
2 nights ago. I know. I'm saving it for the show.
Oh.
So
you're withholding.
Tuesday,
you get off on withholding,
yes,
don't you?
I do. Yes. I don't I, Buster?
I'm rested again.
I think it was Tuesday. I had to drive to Tualatin, which is
like you do.
An hour and a half away.
You have the Kaisers?
I do.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I got my first machine when I first moved here.
Was it?
This is riveting. Go on.
Yes, go on. So I go up early morning because I snore, apparently. I don't believe it because I don't hear it. But Mrs. E occasionally wakes me up in the middle of the night, not in the best mood, and had been jabbing me with a sharp stick saying, stop snoring or I will kill you.
A point-dead stick.
Yes. And okay, I'm going to do what it takes because I want this beautiful woman to keep sleeping with me.
Oh.
I do.
You got to stop talking to me like that.
Yeah, well.
Oh, you mean Mrs. E?
Right.
Yeah,
whole other thing. And I went and did the thing, and I brought back this $5,000 machine, and there's all kinds of hookups. And what do you got to look.
$5,000? I was looking for the dog number 1, number 2. $5,000?
Oh, yeah. The machine.
Oh, the testy.
Right.
Tester.
So when you... Freudian slip. So when you did it, did you have to go somewhere and sleep or?
Yes, all 3 times. I've had 3 sleep studies, all of which I had to go and sleep in a room.
Wow.
With electrodes and shit.
Why 3 times?
Well, I had one in Arizona when I first thought that I had it because my sister said, "You're snoring like Dad." I had never snored before in my life until I got this really bad infection when Dad died, and I didn't take care of an upper respiratory infection. It really, really, really got bad. And I woke up one morning, I couldn't breathe. They had to give me asthma treatment. It was fucked up.
Wow.
So I went in for a sleep study because literally the day after I started healing from that infection, I started snoring.
Oh.
And I tell doctors like, oh, there's no connection. Fuck you. How do you know, dick?
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's when I first got mine in Arizona. I was first diagnosed the last year I lived in Arizona. And then I came here and had to, new insurance, new this. You have to go through the blippity bloop of, and actually had to get a machine. I didn't have a machine.
Yeah.
So I got here.
What worries me is that it seems like the fix all everything. It's like, oh, you got that? Well, here's a machine. Stick it on your face. Be Bane. You know
what though? You're gonna notice the difference.
Yeah.
You will. Do you wake up with? This is great. Diagnosing with Dorrie. Do you wake up with headaches often?
Oh,
wow! I didn't mean that kind of headache.
No.
Good night, everybody.
Actually, it's funny because
we sound like a bad morning DJ show, like Weenie in the Butt.
You're only getting that now.
Yeah, it took me that long.
Yeah. So there was a class thing that they put on that you have. So you have to sit through this presentation or whatever of all the shit that goes on with apnea and what what it's all about and how it affects everything. Yeah. Apparently, it's your whole body. I thought it was like, okay, I'm sleepy and I will crash my car. No, it's more you're missing oxygen at night.
Yes.
And the not having oxygen, the having oxygen, the not having oxygen thing, it's fucking with all your organs and your hormones and chemicals.
It causes weight gain in the abdomen. It causes headaches. It causes mental inacuity. It's got a heart disease.
Delusions of grandeur?
I've always had those.
Okay.
That had nothing to do with that.
Right.
If only I had a machine for that. But there's a lot of shit that goes down because when you deprive yourself, obviously, of oxygen, right? You're not getting everything you need.
That's what's keeping my dick this size.
And
Gotcha. Okay.
That's not enough oxygen.
There's not enough oxygen in the world.
Well, and the thing is, I learned a lot of this too when my father was very ill before he died. His oxygen level was like an 86.
Killed by apnea.
Which is, he should have had a machine, but that was a new thing on the horizon at that point. But he had when he had a stroke, congestive heart failure, or whatever, his oxygen level was 86.
Jeez.
And that can cause oxygen deprivation with, of course, the carbon, I always get it wrong, carbon dioxide. I think carbon dioxide increase. That's a poison.
Right.
We blow it out of our mouths for a reason.
Right.
Giggity. And that can poison your system. But anyway, continue your...
Oh, and as long as we're talking medical stuff, so I went to donate blood yesterday.
Wait, no, I want to hear the machine.
Oh, I took the machine home and I did it, and I'm waiing 3 weeks for them to tell me.
Oh, so you don't know yet?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
So it would be nice
to make that anticlimactic.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's the whole point.
Great.
So big letdown. Then I go in to donate blood yesterday. I've been doing it since high school.
Nice.
This would be my 43rd donation.
I have never done it because I'm afraid.
Yeah, I should, because
they
want your blood
but
bad.
They dig it in there.
Yeah,
it's
and
like a telephone pole in your fucking
stab
oma.
it and twist it around and push it in further. They do that.
I've done that, not with blood.
Right. Okay. It's been a bit. So they kicked me out. It was my first time that they told me no because my hemoglobin was low. And my hemoglobin was a little bit low last time, and they took a second one, and it was okay, and we moved on. So I low hemoglobin. What's that mean? Yeah. And the gal was like, I don't know. Anyway, bye.
Iron deprivation?
Well, I go out and I Google it, and it's you have nine forms of cancer. Or your AIDS medication is causing you problems.
Okay, no.
So
you went to WebMD, didn't you?
Nah, it was...
Or just Google in general.
Right, yeah.
Stop it.
Can't you believe?
Stop it.
So I'm going to die.
No,
and they're going to...
You probably have anemia, for fuck's sake.
Vacuum my ashes into
Jesus Christ.
Nothing.
Have you seen the lady who eats her husband's ashes? Have you seen that?
Yeah, this is...
Sorry.
It's just more than one husband?
You plied me with whiskey.
Yeah, I did.
No, he died. She had him cremated.
Uh-huh.
She eats him.
Oh.
This is a real thing.
That's love. I want that.
No.
I want that.
That's gross.
Right.
No, but...
by the time this episode's out, I may be dust.
No, that's the first thing I would say would be anemia.
Yeah.
That's it.
Brought on by
anemia.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be anything. You could be low iron. You're not getting enough
sickle
iron,
cell?
and you're. I'll never get it. Thanks, Kevin. But no, it could be just not enough iron in your diet.
Yeah, I eat a nail at least once a week,
That's
so I'm not sure. Well, I mean, it's a 16 penny, so it's a pretty good sized nail.
Hey, don't show off.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like that guy that hammers it into your nose.
Size of the fucking nail. You know what? No, for realsies though. It's probably just anemia.
Yeah.
We'll
find out. Anyway, if I'm still here, for the next time we record, then it'll be fine.
Stop it. Don't do that anxiety
The more you talk about
thing.
it, the less it's real, I think. Yeah. So there was another adventure.
What?
Should we get into it now?
What? You want to just call this one?
Well,
how
I don't-
long have we been on?
It hasn't been long enough.
What? Well, that's
It's 10
the
minutes.
story.
10 minutes of pure gold.
Well, no, not according to everybody.
It may actually work out.
Well, okay, what?
So Mrs. Z and I had so Halloween. Tell us about Halloween, and I'll give you my
shouldn't
retort.
We just
Let's have a Halloween episode.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, we'll do that next.
Let's finish up with something. Oh, the bracelet challenge.
Okay, bracelet challenge.
Bracelet challenge. Mrs. E. Shit. Can you put in some sort of pow music? As the listener knows, I've been losing the weights.
Yes, you have. Looking svelte.
Thank you. I've lost 56 pounds. I've lost a toddler, basically.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So I've lost the 56. I still have 30 more to go, though. So I've
Says
got to
who?
waste. No. For real.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is based on BMI or one of those.
FUCK.
Bunch
I don't
of
know. I don't
scientific
pay
shit.
attention to that shit. I know that what I need physically
Mm.
to make sure. Do you know what I mean? It's like I've noticed a huge difference in
On the tracks of land.
what I can do now.
Right.
Which I couldn't
You're
do before.
deadlifting.
I am lifting, but not like heavy stuff. But anyway, what the fuck was I saying?
I don't know.
Wait.
You've,
Well, we were going someplace.
you've lost a bunch of weight, and
Yeah.
now you're
Oh, the bracelet.
Right.
Okay. Bracelet challenge.
okay.
Da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da.
I have a bracelet on me that looks remarkably like a
Medical alert.
yeah, like don't touch her, she's got the plague, or call the police immediately bracelet, whatever.
One of those. Yeah.
This bracelet is, let's see, I'm 107. Anyway,
Carry the one.
carry the one. Never carry the one. Square root of, I'm gonna go with 45 years old.
Yeah.
Ish. I'm not thinking clearly. First grade.
Really?
Okay. When I was in school, it was really, really popular.
You had ginormous wrists as a first
No,
grader.
see now, there's links there. Shut your face. No, but anyway, so the whole thing was there were ID bracelets and or like necklace tag you could wear, and it has your name, your phone number, and your address on
When
it.
they find your body.
Well, like if a little kid gets lost,
Right.
you just go show them, whatever. This is before we had anything.
I need an adult.
Yeah, right. So you just got one, and plus it was cool. It was hip.
Oh, sure.
All the kids had one.
Yeah.
And
Like the Bay City Rollers.
I had one in kindergarten and one in first grade.
Different ones?
Yes. The first one, the kindergarten one, had you could have stuff on the back.
When your parents put a different address on there, and then they went, well, we should probably get her one that has our address on it.
It's at Raymond's house. Call back.
I don't think so.
But yeah, so the first one had the Pledge of Allegiance on the back because that's when I actually believed in that shit. And gotta get a
By
letter.
second grade, you were Colin Kaepernick?
I was. I had
You were
my black
taking a
glove in
knee.
the air. Yeah, I was taking a knee. Well, I still believe in it. It's just that I was, when you're an innocent child, you don't know the ramifications of everything, right? He's just not listening to me. I'm gonna talk to you, the listener.
An innocent child.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, you're gonna love this though. In my first grade one, I got the what is it? Hold on. Shit.
Let me get out the jeweler's loop.
Yeah, right. Oh, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want.
Oh,
It's right there, bitch. See it?
okay. So you
I wasn't religious in the least. Nobody in my family was
You were
religious.
now.
But
Once that shit was
I
burned
looked
into
at
your
the
skin.
No, I looked at the catalog and went, I'd like that one. Why? We don't know. But anywho.
You thought you were getting the Wiccan one, didn't you?
I didn't know what that was when I was 6. But so anywho, I saved the one from first grade for a very long time, and I wore it all the time, all the way through, like high school, like college, and because there's many, many, many loops in it.
Ah,
My dad never cut the loops off; he left all the loops on.
okay. Because
So I could-
he had foresight.
I guess so. But
Yeah.
last year and like 3 prior years, I couldn't wear it because my wrist was too chunky.
Oh, but you now have
So what
come
I have
back.
on right now?
Look at that. You
Look
got
at
a
that,
little
and
space.
it's not tight.
It's a wiggly.
What?
Yeah, it is.
So that's my bracelet challenge.
And I happen to be wearing a man bracelet.
Would that be a macelet?
Almost. I actually had to ask Mrs. E if she'd be willing to be seen with me wearing a bracelet before I bought it. Years ago, my aunt sent me an email about a new multi-tool from Leatherman called the Tread.
First of all, Leatherman sounds like a gay bar.
It
Going
does. Yeah, well, it's right next to Mr. Pfister's. Or the White Swallow.
on. Stop it!
So this tread is a wearable multi-tool with 24. Actually, it comes with 29, but by the time you pare it down to fit your manly wrist, it's 20.
You're saying my
24,
wrists are manly, you
in
bastard.
my case, not quite. Anyway, it's one of these things. Anyway, so I was intrigued, but they're expensive, and I thought, I don't really need that. And then I read a bunch of reviews, and they were like, this thing sucks as an actual tool. Anyway. So I let it go, and years later, I decided, maybe I kind of want one. Mm-hmm. So I look on eBay, and they have them, and they are listed as full Leatherman literature website, the whole thing, completely 100% Leatherman, just coming from China. No big deal. Well, I forgot. I didn't really notice the China part.
Why did you do that?
I sign up, I buy one, and I look at it, and I think, that was really a great price. 12 minutes later, I decide, no. I look at this thing a little more closely. It's clearly China knocking shit off. That ain't happening. I cancel the order. I'm going to move on with my life. I don't need one of these fucking things.
Was leather spelled like L-E-H?
Right, L-E-T-H. Yeah. Lecher. And I email them. I'm done. I don't want this. Moving on. It's a knockoff. I don't want it. They say, we've already sent it. It's been 12 minutes. So you tough shit. Sorry, we're going to charge
they
you.
Have little dwarves working on their fucking own post office? What the fuck?
And clearly the shipping time having been 12 minutes, it still means you're going to wait 6 weeks for it. So 6 weeks later, you might see this thing. I waited, I think it was 55 days.
Fuck off.
They didn't even put it in the mail. Was not coming. Was able to cancel it, get the money back. And then by then I was like, well, fine. I've been thinking about it this whole time. I decide I want one. So I actually buy a real one from Leatherman. And it's semi-cool. Anyway, short story, long story, bullshit story. But
please don't ever buy anything off eBay.
There's the key.
Really? Well, okay, I lie. Because I actually have bought a couple of things that I knew were actual things.
Eddie Izzard's underwear?
What?
Okay, never mind.
No,
that was just me.
But really?
Okay.
Is it that? No, I bought a couple things and they ended up being like legit.
Yeah.
Because there's a particular pattern of dishware that I have. My friend Kathleen gave them to me a long time ago. She got new dishes. You're like, you want these? I'm like, yeah, because they're like purple and green and really cool. Like
Denby Regatta?
Huh?
The Denby Regatta is a pattern of dishware.
You should not know that.
Well, that was our wedding gift. We recently gave it away after we got new shit.
Oh, okay.
But that was, yeah.
Okay.
Mrs. E and I had that for 20 years.
It's some kind of pattern. I don't know. But
it was actually blue and turquoise or whatever the questions you just.
Yeah, mine were purple and green, like an ivy violet kind of thing. Pattern.
Oh, wow.
And it's
lost.
Anyway, so I like it. I've kept it for years. And if I break a dish, I panic and I go on eBay. And they have them on there. Oh. So I get like and they came and it was great. And so I've had pretty good luck, but I never get anything electronic or like super name brand off eBay that's cheap. That's just a dead giveaway.
Exactly. Well, there it is. I learned something. Anyway, I don't remember if we put in a page break for Mrs. E on this one because the last one we did and it got eaten. So let's do that now.
Okay. You're listening to The Tangent Lounge featuring Electric Gary and Dorrie Just Dorrie. You can find us on Podbean, Podcast Addict, iTunes, Facebook, Twitter, thetangentlounge.com, and thetangentlounge@gmail.com.
I was just being informed by Dorrie that there's a super strand of gonorrhea.
Okay, so I like me some documentaries.
Oh, okay.
And there was
one. It just got less interesting.
God damn it! Listen, no, seriously, I think it's. Well, no, maybe it wasn't on that. Maybe it was. I don't know. I heard it somewhere. Either John Oliver. Either John Oliver's show, who I love. I think it was his show.
Yeah.
That he mentioned that. But side note, documentary Netflix called Stink.
Oh, go on.
And it's about no. Okay. And it's about this guy whose wife died, and he's got two kids.
It's been a while.
Raising himself. No, come on.
Okay.
And the kid wanted a certain kind of pajamas for Christmas, and they buy them from this place called Justice, like a tween store, and they open them up, and they have this real chemical smell. So he starts calling around trying to find out from.
It's fire retardant.
Well, yeah, but they won't tell you what's in it. He called like 100 different people in these different companies to find out. Okay, great. What is it?
He's got time.
Yeah, so it's the whole documentary, but I kind of tuned out because he's given a lot of facts with like zero citing. Like he's like, well, this and that and this. I'm like, where did you get that from?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from? Because there's a great show called Adam Ruins Everything.
Right.
Where he will literally put on the screen, He will put his notations on the screen.
Oh, good.
Where he gets his evidence and information.
Yeah.
This was just like
pulled out of his ass.
Kind of a bit of a hacky Michael Moore attempt, or what's the guy's really cool? Did the McDonald's one?
Morgan
Spurlock. Yeah. He had a lot of like data.
Yeah.
Like real data. I just couldn't find anything in this. I just turned it off. I'm like, because he's saying like every time you have something in your house that has just the word fragrance in the back of the instructions, you don't know what it is. It's all causing cancer. And I'm like, okay, so
shit. That's why I got low hemoglobin.
That's it. So now you're telling me I can't have my house smell good with a candle. Or I can't use good smelling detergent anymore. I fucking can't use helium balloons because those don't biodegrade. I can't do this. I can't do that. Nothing's fun anymore. I'm like, what?
What's the point?
We're going to be basically a bunch of smelly, non-scented, non-balloon using, no circus going,
gonorrhea having
bitches. I mean, I can't even say that anymore because someone will say that's negative towards women. I'm like, are we going to waltz right into PC? Because I'm on fire.
Who's going
to right now?
Why are we assuming that bitches means women? That's just
thank
not
you.
right.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's it. That is inherently prejudice.
It is, exactly.
And I'm okay. We're going right into PC.
Okay. There's no
buckle up. Because all right. So, because I am older than Gary, and I had a lot of experience with negative words for various races, because my dad was a raging, bigot. He was Archie Bunker and kind of like Hank Hill together.
It was a different time.
Yeah, that's the cliche. Well, let's try. It was.
He was set in his ways.
Logically, it was. I mean, let's talk about chronology, right? It was a different time.
Exactly.
But it changed over the years because I talked to him about it. And then when I was in college, their first, like, I don't know, in the 80s, the PC movement, which was wise because it got rid of words that we can't say anymore.
Words
I'm going to say them. Fag.
Okay. And?
Oh, man. You want me to say the N word, don't you?
That's what I'm going for.
You fucker. Those words, see, those were common. And slurs for Hispanics, slurs for a lot of stuff. And people went,
honky.
Well, yeah. Hold the phone for a minute. Let's not do that.
Right.
Let's just make it a little more friendly, shall we?
Sure.
And that's what happened with African American.
And everything's been great ever since. And moving on.
And then all of a sudden.
Oh?
In the last. Don't play that game. Oh?
Something else happened?
Fucking hell. In the last.
I heard that the civil rights movement fixed everything, and we've been fine ever since. That's why we study it in school, because it happened in the past.
In some schools.
Well,
looking at you, Texas. No, but anyway,
Texas.
It's now insane, in my humble opinion. And they're going to say, well, it's because you're older. Nope. It's because I'm logical. And I cannot conduct myself as if things that are different don't exist. They do exist. For example, someone who's African American, they're African American.
What? Huh? That makes no sense.
But now, because there's like all these different things. You can't say African American anymore. You have to say black.
Why?
I don't know. And now I heard the latest one was you can't say gay. They want to be called queer. When I was a kid, that was a slur.
Yeah, you'd think.
That was a slur that was gotten rid of with the first PC wave. Right?
Eventually, it'll go to faggot.
Wow, we went there, ladies and gentlemen. But no, seriously. So now we're like doing this whole. Okay. No, I can't talk about that because somebody might be listening that actually knows what I'm talking about. Anyway.
Nobody knows.
That's true. What am I saying? Nobody listens. I cannot possibly hope to defend a culture as well as they could defend it themselves.
You're talking about the Jews?
No. Are we always talking about the Jews?
They're pretty badass.
They are badass. I always wanted to be Jewish when I was a kid, but no, but it's one of those things where how could I possibly insinuate myself into a situation where I'm going to advocate for a culture that I know nothing of?
That's a good idea to not.
Correct.
Yeah. That's the thing is we are progressive folks and liberal folks and we're loving folks, but that's sort of what's going on right now with the liberal side of things is the need and desire to correct people, to constantly find fault with everything that's being said, and that it amazes me how much shit is now racist. No matter what you say or how you say it, well, that's racist. I was like,
how?
Really?
Yes. And here's one thing that's going down horde is that there's a new book. I just bought it. It's got a long title.
You bought a book?
Shh, don't tell anybody. It's a couple of, one of them's a psychologist, and they wrote a book basically on
Dr. Spock.
the college culture right now.
Yeah.
I.e.
the need for safe spaces.
Pussies.
Right.
I'm saying it. Okay. I'll probably have a burning cup of Starbucks on my porch when I get home, but
that's for something else.
Well, yeah. But they're talking about how the differences now on college campuses, if it's something that they don't agree with or that might, quote unquote, hurt them emotionally, they want it all taken away. Because the latest trend in parenting, first it was normal, right?
Right.
Then it was helicopter parent. Now it's the bulldozer parent. The bulldozer parent not only hovers, they land and they push everything out of the way. So the kid has no obstacles whatsoever that are even remotely difficult. So they get to a situation where other people exist and other ideas exist and they fucking shut down.
Well, that ain't happening.
I mean, if I wasn't in education, I probably wouldn't be as hot about it. But I'm just seeing, kids who are just having suicidal thoughts. We've talked about this because they have to write an essay. Let that sit there for a fucking minute.
Well, if it weren't for the fact that nobody else is real and that everybody else in my world is an extra in my life's movie.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also this up and coming generation, not millennial, after millennial, like, I don't know,
Whatever
generation fucking
post-millennial,
X squared, I don't know, pi. They are having less sex, learning to drive less.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And having less desire for both. That's the thing. It's not that they're having less sex, just having less sex. That they're not
doing
interested.
it. Yeah. So they're staying at home talking to each other on their electronics.
They got themselves some
no
Fortnite.
lie.
You don't need you got Fortnite. You don't need anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be good for the population because I teach, but I don't want kids around me. Right? Fuck that.
Fuck all
but
that.
but I get nervous because we're going to have a whole generation of people who just don't know what to do.
No.
They don't know what to do.
They're out of it.
And the trigger thing, I respect that when it comes to severe PTSD.
Sure.
If someone has been traumatized severely, you're going to have PTSD. For example, a war veteran will have noise PTSD, or a sexual assault victim will have certain PTSDs.
Or somebody's been at a Target on Black Friday.
Racist. He said black.
I did. It's actually Black Guy Day.
Wow!
It's celebrating them.
You're just you're just
drunk.
Right. Mister, I'm going to start drinking water.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
you're welcome.
I'm just really tired of it. I was recently on a committee that was choosing various art forms to be produced in various places.
Oh.
And that committee got to the point where I wanted to kill myself slowly with a shrimp fork to my veins.
That would do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because, what about this? What about that? What a fuck about it? Theater was not created
for the whatabouts
by fluffy animals in the 1970s. Theater harkens back to the ancient man in Greek and Roman times, and actually even before that, they surmise now that theater may have come from the storytelling around the fire.
Sure.
In Mr. Cave, because you couldn't really talk much, so they would act out their day. And that they theorize that even goes back further than the Greeks. The Greeks, got a hold of it and went, yeah, like they did everything else, democracy,
sure, yeah.
blah, blah, blah. But it came from Dionysian ritual. It came from fucking and drinking and hitting
all
and bleeding.
The things that are worth doing.
All the gerunds, right? It did not come from, we should, no, it didn't. And I really still want to get a shirt that says theater isn't for pussies. It's not. And when I get folks around me who are just like, that's it. You're done. You're done.
Yeah.
It's not theater anymore. It's just censored, watered down bullshit.
And since we're talking theater,
I went off.
Yeah. Well,
I went off.
Did
I tell anybody to get off my lawn?
Just a little. I mean, I was hightailing it.
Were you?
I knew there was rock salt in that shotgun.
Did your balls just go right up in your abdomen?
That's where I keep them.
See, look how I can do that now.
Yeah, look at you.
I know. I got my leg up on the bark. Don't be
You're
gross.
lithe.
Don't be gross.
Well, no,
I am lithe. I'm lither.
Okay.
Look at that little tiny muscle. It's really tiny, but it's there.
It's yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, you were saying?
Theater. You're doing some shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, moving on.
Tell us about it.
No one gives a fuck, Gary. Come on.
It's dangerous. You're doing music, man. Okay.
Oh no, because theater's for pussies. No, I'm just really. I mean, I'm not that special. I'm doing a reader's theater.
I've been telling you that for years.
I know, but I don't listen to you.
Why should you? Nobody does.
I'm sorry, what?
Huh?
Oh! Weenie in the butt.
What?
It's a horrible Family Guy morning radio show. Weenie in the butt. Anyway, I was doing a reader's theater end of
nothing.
this month. It's not that whatever. It's like I'm getting paid on fucking Broadway. Okay, I'm just doing a reader's theater at the end of this month, and then I got cast in Love and Information at Albany Civic Theater. Goes up in January.
Oh, 2 different venues, and it's tight schedule.
Whatever. I mean, it's,
I just can't. I got rehearsal.
Come on. I mean, you stepped out of the whole thing.
I made room for you.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah, I just couldn't get cast because Gary was there, vying for the middle-aged woman part.
We're only allowed for one of us.
But yeah, so it's not that big. I mean, once I make it big, once I do something of great significance, I'll let everybody know.
Like your Halloween costume.
Are we going to do a Halloween episode though? Because there's a lot of Halloween.
Okay.
Tailage.
We've been teasing it. I think we've been teasing it.
Yeah.
So let's go with the next one. But
okay.
Okay. So I think there was another story. So I did like the sleep study, and I might have cancer.
Oh my God! No, you don't have cancer. White blood cell count elevated is an indication of that kind of thing.
Well, I haven't looked at that.
Yes. Come on,
I feel just fine. I'm not gonna let this define me.
Oh my God! Yeah. You have low,
start a Kickstarter.
Low red blood cell count, but you identify with low white cell count. Oh my God!
Identify as a spoon.
Did you hear the go? I'm sorry, I'm just totally
Move
taking
on.
over your shit.
That's fine. I might live.
The come on, the GoFundMe page scandal.
No,
the latest scandal.
What is it?
There was a thing, allegedly.
Right.
This homeless dude. This girl was out of gas money. She pulled up at the last second on Bubbles at this gas station, and this homeless guy gave her his last money so she could get gas to get home.
That's nice. They always do that.
Don't.
Okay.
Don't do it.
No.
Turns out, huge scam.
Oh.
They all knew each other. Right?
Okay.
The GoFundMe thing raised like over $400,000 because they wanted to set up a GoFundMe page for this homeless guy who paid us, and everyone.
It turns out he wasn't homeless.
They went on the news and all this other shit, right?
Wow.
What gave them away is they started fighting amongst themselves because they made so much money. So homeless dude sues the other two, and they're all in on it. So now they're all fucked.
Now they got the homeless guy was trying to pay off his student loans of $200,000 in his philosophy degree.
Art minor. It's all in the courts now, and GoFundMe is going to refund everything because they have an insurance thing like that to refund everything. But yeah, so that's why I don't do those unless I know the person.
All right.
If I don't know the person, I'm not giving you shit. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're doing. Fuck off. But like our friends have been in situations where we did like meal trains and like GoFundMes and whatnot.
I got the money back that I put in for Jess's meal train.
I did too.
Is she okay?
I don't know. But that's something people don't really care about.
Yeah.
We care.
Yeah.
Our friends care. But that one listener.
I've been sending good vibes to her kidneys. I'm hoping she's doing good.
Yeah, me too. And, way to bring it down, Gary. Way to bring it down.
Well, I guess we can call that the end of things.
Oh, wow.
Aww.
Just ending on that one.
We love ourselves some Jess. And hey, why not? I'm Gary.
I'm Dorrie, just Dorrie.
And you have been loud.